Hi guys, welcome back to Arcane Duelist. Today we'll be introducing a deck that is also very famous in 1103 format, which is this 6 Samurai. Before we proceed further, let me just remind you all again that this weekend there's an event, 1103 event, retro format in Lalaport. More details will be in the description link below, so make sure that you all check out and come and join this event. So let's move on with the deck list. First of all, we have 2 pieces of this Kageki, because the main reason for using Kageki is to bring out this Kagemusha. It can just bring out any level 4 or lower monsters, and when there's another monster on the field, 1005 will be added to the attack. So this is the key monster for you to do synchro at the beginning of the game. So we play 2 pieces of this. Next we'll have 3 pieces of this Kagemusha. So Kagemusha is the only tuner for this deck. So whatever synchro that you want to make sure that you have this Kagemusha first. Anyway, for Kagemusha, there's also another effect. When another 6 Samurai monster you control is targeted by a card or effect, you can activate this effect. That card or effect will now target this face-up card instead. So you won't use this effect that often, but you might just need it. But most of the time, this card is the key for you going into any synchro. So the main tuner, we play three of these. So next will be this Elder of the 6 Samurai. This one can special summon when your opponent control monsters while you don't. So I'll explain later with the spells like why we play this one piece. Next is the Grandmaster. This allows you to special summon when you control another 6 Samurai monster. So it's a 2.1k beater. At the same time, if this card was destroyed by any of the effects, you can actually get back 1 Samurai from the graveyard. So if this is destroyed by an effect, you can actually just pick this back up. Okay, so we play 1 piece of this Grandmaster. Then we play 3 pieces of this Kizan. Kizan is the key for 6 Samurai. I remember it during last time when we collect this 6 Samurai deck. This used to be the most expensive cards in the whole set. This is because this card can special summon itself when you control another 6 Samurai. And you have more than 2 different 6 Samurai on the field. This card will gain another 300 attack, so it's a 2.1k beater. Hence the expensive comes from this. Because at that time, not every single card can special summon like this Kizan, and it's a 2.1k beater that time. So we play 3 pieces of this Kizan. Next, we'll have this Enishi. We play 1 piece of this Enishi, because Enishi can banish 2 cards from your graveyard and bounce 1 monster from the field to the hand. So at times when you can't clear off some of the monsters on the field, like Synchro, XYZ and all that, you can actually use this effect. Also, when there's another 2 more 6 Samurai on the field, this card will add another 500 attack. So it's a 2.2k beater. So we play 1 piece of this. Next we have Yaichi. We play 1 piece of this Yaichi because this card can just destroy 1 set spell or trap each turn. Despite that you can't attack the turn after you use its effect, but the fact that in 1103 format, they are focusing on using the back rows as the winning condition. So due to no heavy storm and no duster, you need a lot of cards to destroy all the back rows in order to proceed with the game. So we play 1 piece of this Yaichi. Next, this is the last 6 Samurai monsters that we'll be playing in this deck, which is the Zanzi. When you attack your opponent's monster, you can't destroy them, but at the end of the turn, it will be destroyed as well. So how to use it, like if opponent has a very high defense monster or anything, you can actually use this to attack when there's, but all these attack along with this Yaichi, you need to control another 6 samurai for it to happen. So make sure that you have another monster when you want to pull off these effects lah. Moving on to the spells, definitely you have to play 2 pieces of this Mystical Space Typhoon. It doesn't negate also in this format, but it helps you to destroy the back rows, because like I said, in this format, most of the decks will be focusing on using a lot of trap cards, so it's very important for you to have 2 pieces of this Mystical Space Typhoon to get through this. Next, we'll have 1 piece of this Giant Trunade, because at times when you go second, opponent has a lot of trap cards like Rabbit Lagia, or you are playing against hero, like they have a lot of set cards like Super Poly, all that. So you want to pull off your combo going second is an uphill task, like I would say. So it would be better that you have a piece of this, so when you go second, you can just bounce back all the spells or traps, then you can proceed your combo, then later on your opponent can set back. But at that moment, you already have your monsters all on the field, or combos done and all that. You will likely get to play around all the trap cards already. So we have to play 1 piece of this. Then next, we'll have this Monster Reborn. I don't think I need any explanation for this, since this can special summon anything from either of you and your opponent's graveyard. So you'll likely go for all the Big Beater or the Xian, or anything that actually you need to pull off your combo. So 1 piece of this. Then 1 piece of this Book of Moon, because why not? When opponents try to hit you or anything, or when opponents try to do combo, you can actually set 1 of their monsters. You can even set 1 of your monster as well when like you get Bottomless Trap Hole, then you can just set and it won't be banished. So we play 1 piece of this quick play. Next, we'll have 1 piece of this Reinforcement. So you can pick up any of the monsters in like you see here, except for the Grandmasters. So because 6 Samurai itself is a deck that's all Warriors type, so we play 1 piece of this Reinforcement. So next, we'll finally come to all the important spell cards for 6 Samurai. We'll start with this Gateway of the 6 Samurai. This is definitely the best 6 Samurai spell cards. So it's a limited card in this format. This card, whenever you summon a 6 Samurai, you will get 2 tokens on it, what you call it, the Bushido counters. So for 2 counters, if you remove 2 counters from the field, you can add 500 attack to your monsters. For 4 counters that you remove, you can get 1 6 Samurai from your deck or the graveyard. For every 6 counters that you remove, you can special summon the Xian from the graveyard. So this is the only 6 Samurai card that can remove any Bushido counters from anywhere on the field. Not your opponent's, it's your own side, but you can actually remove it from this 6 Samurai United as well. So this card is a limited card that time. I would say this is the strongest card in the whole deck, so you definitely have to play it. Next, we'll have this 6 Samurai United. Every time a 6 Samurai is normal or special summon, you place 1 counter. The max counter is 2, and for each counter you send this card to the graveyard, you can draw 1 card. So this is for you to get back cards after you do your combos. As you all know, 6 Samurai is a combo based deck. You will likely use all your hand cards while pulling off all the combos. So you'll need this card to fill back up your hand. The next card will be this Asceticism. Okay, so this build of 6 Samurai is based around this Asceticism. So let me just briefly tell you how to use this. So you can target 1 monster and special summon another monster with a different name from your deck that actually share the same attack. So let me just tell you how we special summon using this. For instance, you don't start with this Kageki, but you have a Kagemusha in your hand. So you will need this Asceticism to get into this Elder, because when you target this Kagemusha, you can special summon this Elder because they share the same attack. then you can proceed with the synchro. Because ultimately for this deck, when you go first, you have to do the Xian. So if you have to focus on building your board. So having this asceticism actually will just boost your consistency in your going first. Also, you can see here when you target this Kizan, you can actually summon this Zanji as well. While you target this Kageki, when there's another monster, you can special summon this Enishi. So when this card has two monsters on the field, it's a 2.1k. When you target it, you can special summon a Grandmaster. So this is the reason behind the use of this asceticism. Not only to focus on doing the synchro, you also can go into any of the rank 4s and all that. So the asceticism definitely going to play 3 inside this deck. So next, we'll have the last spell card, the Xian's Smoke Signal. This one can just search for any level 3 or lower 6 samurai from your deck to your hand. So mostly you are going to take your Kageki, Kagemusha, your Yaichi, all that when you need them. So these are the spells line for this deck. Go into the trap card. Definitely the best trap in this format, which is the Royal Oppression. So what it does is you can minus 800 life point and negates a special summon. So this is a continuous trap card, so you can use as many times as you want, unless you have no life point to pay anymore. But bear in mind that this card, your opponent can use its effect to negate your special summon also. So make sure that when you activate this, you are already full on field and you are ready to kill your opponent and all that. So this is one, you play one of these. Next, we will play 2 Solemn Warning. Because in this format, the swarming on the field is not that strong like the modern Yu-Gi-Oh! So you can actually just negate summon for their normal summon, which might actually stop them. So we play 2 pieces of this Solemn Warning. Then we play 1 piece of this Solemn Judgment. Why not? Negates anything your opponent do. Don't allow your opponent to play or negates all the trap cards that he opened. So we play 1 piece of this Solemn Judgment. Then we play 1 piece of this Mirror Force. When opponent declare attack, all their attack position monster will be destroyed. So in this format, trap cards will be the key, I would say. So we play 1 piece of this Mirror Force. Then we play 2 pieces of this Bottomless Trap Hole. In this whole format, I'm sure that every single deck will just take this. When they normal summon, you can just destroy whatever they normal summon, except for gadgets. So gadgets have their attacks at 1002 to 1004. So that's the only deck that can avoid this. But other decks will just take this straight away in their face. So okay, so we'll come to the 6 Samurai trap line. We'll play 1 piece of this back to the wall, where you will just minus your life point until you have 100 left. Special summon as many 6 Samurai from the graveyard. There's of different name on the field. As many as possible. So likely when you use this, is like you are forced to. First of all, you can do it when you go for OTK. When you want to kill your opponent open the Mirror Force and all that, you can actually just special summon back all of them and kill your opponent. Next will be like when you're forced to use, is like when your opponent try to kill you, you can't get rid of them. You can't really get past that, so you might need to use this. So we play 1 piece of this in case. You won't pull this off every game, but you might actually need it sometimes, so we play 1. This will be the counter trap for the 6 Samurai, which is the Magatama. This one, when you have a 6 Samurai on the field, you can actually negate anything. So we play 1 piece of this. Next, the last 3 trap card that we'll be playing is the Double Edge of Sword. So what you do with this card is you can special summon 2 6 Samurai from your graveyard in attack position. By the end of the turn, the card will be destroyed and you will take the life point of their attack This is for you to like pull off your combo, for you to go OTK, for you to go defensive and all that. So this is the very important card for this deck. So next, we'll proceed with the extra deck monsters. Key card for the Six Samurai, Shiyan. So we need to play 2 pieces of this. This Shiyan can negate any spell or trap once per turn. So it's not limited to only your turn. You can actually negate any spells or trap during opponent's turn also. So you'll likely want to do this when you start the game. So we play 2 pieces of this. Next, we'll have 1 piece of this Cataster. It's a level 5 synchro monster. For this Cataster, we actually can destroy anything outside of dark type. So when you are like playing against agent, when they have all their big beaters at 2.7, 2.8, but their typing is light, so you can't clear off any of their field, then you might need cards like Cataster to help you clear off the big mon. So we play 1 piece of this in case. Next, we'll be talking about the 3 Naturias for this format. So all these Naturia actually share one very important information. All their tuner and non-tuner must be actually Earth type. So make sure that when your opponent try to do these Naturias, you all really see the materials before letting them doing it, because sometimes people might forget that the materials is needed to be at Earth type for these 3 Naturias. So why are these 3 Naturias so important in this game? Because this Naturia beast can negate any spells card opponent activates. So for each of the spell card that they activate, you have to throw 2 cards from top of your deck to the graveyard. But imagine there's no once per turn for this card. Imagine you are playing against a hero deck. The hero will have more spells than you think. So they have the emergency call, they have miracle fusion, they have reinforcement, they have a lot of things, a lot of spells. So if you have this on the field, they have no starters, they might just actually lose out when you pull this off, because you can negate all the spells and then it's not once per turn. Moving on is the Bakyon. Bakyon can negate any of the trap cards by banishing 2 cards from the graveyard. So when you're playing against deck like Rabbit Lagia, their focus is like having Lagia on the field and having 5 set cards. Most of the cards are trap cards. So when you're playing against deck like that, you might actually need this Bakyon to help you clear off the back row whenever they activate like Mirror Force or that. But make sure that you remember that this card cannot negate on counter because of the speed. Counter is a speed 3 and this card is a speed 2, so you play 1 piece of this Bakyon. For this card, this Naturia, you're less likely to special summon this because the effect is more harsh, but I still play 1 in case at times we need this, so you might actually be able to use it. So what is the effect? For this one is spells, for this one is trap, so for this one is monster effect. But the fact that you have to throw 1 spell out cards from your hand to the graveyard to activate this effect, so it will be harder for you to pull off. But when you need it, you just need it, so we play 1 piece. Next will be this Bryonic. I remember this is the most expensive dual terminal card alongside with the Trishula last time. So we play 1 piece of this. The effect is you have to discard 1 card and bounce 1 card on the field to the hand. So it's not limited to once per turn, so this is a good card. It's a level 6 synchro, so we play 1 piece of this. Next we have Black Rose Dragon. I'm sure everybody know who is this. Then we play 1 piece of this because the effect is to destroy everything on the field. Like when opponent has more resources than you and you want to gain back and try to balance back the resource difference, so you might actually do this synchro to destroy everything on the field. This one will destroy itself also, make sure that you all know it. It's a level 7 synchro. So next will be this Trishula. So Trishula is a very strong synchro monsters. When you special summon these, you can banish one card from hand, from field, and from graveyard. So this will just scrap off all the resources from your opponent's field, hand, and all that. So this is a must play level 9 synchro monster in this deck. Next we'll have the last synchro monster, which is the Scrap Dragon. So what it does is you can target one card on your field and one card on your opponent's field and destroy both of them. At times when you can't just kill your opponent's monster and all that, you will likely need all these tag cards like we said, for you to actually get rid of them. So we play one piece of this Scrap Dragon. Then moving on into the exit, we'll play two pieces of rank 3 exit. One of it is this number 17, where you can detach one material and add 500 attack to this monster. Bear in mind, if you detach both, this card can no longer do a direct attack. So make sure that you all know this. Next will be this number 30. This is the last card that I'll be going for. So for every single standby phase, you have to detach one card or you'll take 2000 damage. For this card, you cannot direct attack if there's no materials on this card. Also, when you special summon this already, you can't special summon any more monsters to the field. Then the remaining 3 cards will be rank 4. One will be this Roach, Steelworm Roach. This one can play against deck like Plant, Agent, and all that, because they likely will just special summon level 5 or above. You can actually negate them. It's not bind to once per turn, so you can negate 2 times any level 5 or higher special summon monster. So we play one piece of this. Then we play one piece of this number 39. This one is like for you to negate attack, detach your material and negate attack. But also bear in mind, if there's no material, your opponent attacks into this card will just destroy itself straight away. So this one is for you to prevent your opponent from OTKU. The last exit monster in this deck is actually this number 16. You can detach one material and declare a card type, monster, spells, or trap. So until your opponent's end turn, both of you will have no effect activating all these cards. So for instance, you are playing against a Plant, you might actually want to call for monsters effect and all that to prevent them from using their Light Swan. But you are playing against hero, you can call for cards like spells so they don't get to search as much as they want. Then you are playing against Lagia, you can actually call for trap cards, so when you try to attack them, they can't activate any of their trap cards. So this is the last piece of extra deck for this deck. Going into the side deck, we'll play one piece of this Eero. So Eero is 1007, so you can actually work with the Asceticism, target Kageki, any Shi also, you can special summon this. What this card does is, when there's another 6 samurai on the field, when you attack into a set card, the set card will just destroy straight away. So for side decks, I'll play one. In case I play against like Plant, Synchro, I'll just need to do this. So next we have a hand of 6 samurai, where you can tribute another 6 samurai on the field and send one of your opponent's monster to the graveyard. So I'll use one piece of this. Then we'll have 2 pieces of this Diddy Crow, because in this format, Plant Synchro is actually a very famous deck. So they rely on their graveyard quite often, so you'll need 2 pieces of this Diddy Crow to play against them, to banish whatever things in their graveyard that actually might help them in this game. So other than that, you also can play against Machina, also you can actually banish their fortress. So next we'll have 2 pieces of this Snowman Eater. For this card, you can set it, when opponent attacks into it, you can destroy one of the monsters on the field, the face-up monsters. It's a 1009 defense monster, so you'll likely have it live on the field when opponents come into attack, unless they are playing Lagia, having the 2k beaters and all that. So this is also serve as the synchro materials for you, while also destroy your opponent's face-up monsters. So the last monster that I'll be playing is this Gauss. When you have 0 cards on the field, your opponent attacks into you trying to OTK you, you can special summon this card, and you can special summon another token of the same attack from the damage that you take. So this will prevent opponent from OTK. Also, it's a 2.7k beaters, a very strong card. So for the only spells that I'll be playing in the side deck is the Dark Hole. Dark Hole can just destroy anything on the field, like the monsters. Both sides, just be reminded, it's not one side, because in this format, Raigeki is not allowed. So you'll play one piece of this in case your opponent swamp very strong fields and you can't get rid of them. So next, we'll go into the trap cards. We'll play 2 pieces of this Dimensional Prison. This is for you to, when you play against hero, they have their Shining News. When it's destroyed, they can get back resources from the banish zone. So you likely don't want to destroy them, so this card will just banish whatever. When they declare an attack, you can just banish them. So next, we'll play 2 pieces of this Dust Tornado. Simply, when you play against a deck with heavy back rows and all that, you have to side this in, because this can help you to destroy their back rows, whatever they said. So play 2 pieces of this. Then we'll have 2 pieces of this Black Horn. Black Horn is a counter trap that actually negates on the special summon. So for this card, you play 2, like you can cover games like Agent, Synchro, and all that. Like when they go for SC, they go for Synchro. When they go for a high level special summon monsters, so you can use this lah. This will be a counter against them. And the last trap card that I'll be playing is this Trap Dust Shoot, because this card, when you go first, is a very strong card if you get to pull it. When your opponent has 4 cards above, you can check their hand and choose 1 card to shuffle back into the deck. Also, after looking at your opponent's hand, you'll likely know what your opponent will do. So this is the very great trap when you go first. So that's it for the deck profiles for this deck. And lastly, I would like to also shout out again, please come and join the event, the 1103 Retro Format event that will be held at Lalaport this weekend, and hopefully I'll get to see you guys there. If you see us, any of the Arcane Duelist members, make sure to come and say hi to us and all that. We might actually play out in the game also, so hopefully we will meet more of you there. So that's it for the deck profiles. Arcane Duelist signing off.